Tell me about your dog. Tell me about your dog. Tell me about your dog. Hi, I'm Mary Keydash, and welcome to the Tell Me About Your Dog show. This is episode 4, and it's September 28th, 2025, and we're here in the beautiful San Geronimo Valley in West Marin County, California, and I'm here with my darling, precious friend and fabulous cameraman, Damion Prince Brown. And we're here to talk to people about their dogs. Today's theme is Dog is Love. And I'm so happy to be here with Joe and Alice. Hi, Joe.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Hey, Joe, tell me about your dog.
Well, she's probably the sweetest creature that I've ever met, most gentle dog. Her name's Alice. She's about 2.5 years old, and we got her from a shelter, the Milo Foundation in Richmond, where they had found her on the mean streets of Porterville right after she had given birth.
Shout out to the Milo Foundation for all the good work that you do.
And so she was there without her pups and in a real sad state. And so we fostered her and couldn't. We're foster failures, as they say, and couldn't bring her back. So we kept her, and she's turned out just to be the sweetest dog you've ever met.
I've never heard that phrase, foster failures. That's hilarious. Now tell me, was her name Alice when you got her? And do you call her anything else besides Alice?
Her name was Alice. I think that name was given to her by the Milo Foundation rescue folks. So, because I don't think they really knew what her real name was, but we kept it. And God, we call her so many things. We call her Alice the dog. She has a little stumpy tail and she wiggles, so we call her Wigs or Little Wiggle. What else do we call her? My gosh, Dog or Little Dog. Come here, little dog.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And what does she like to eat?
She loves any kind of chicken that you can, get to her. Treat-wise, she'll do chicken and steak and whatnot, but we try to keep her weight down just by feeding her, the regimented amount of a reasonably priced high-grade dog food with a little bit of broth on it.
Nice. Now, does she do any tricks? I notice you said a phrase that she understood by her expression and her ears. So does she understand things that you say to her?
She definitely does. I mean, go for a walk in the morning. Go for a walk anytime. She's barking immediately. She doesn't really bark unless you say, "Let's go for a walk." Go for a ride in the car. If in the morning, if we want her to hop up, we say, hop up, and she snuggles with us. And if we say, give Joe a kiss, my wife will say, "Give Joe a kiss," and she'll come and kiss me. We used to say, "Want to go get a beer," and she'd know that she's coming with us to Split Rock or somewhere, and she would know that. So she's got a pretty decent vocabulary.
So another thing I wanted to ask you about is I've heard the phrase "dog is love." And how do you feel about that phrase, and does Alice fit in with it in any way?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we love her tremendously. I don't know what more to say, and I like to think she loves us. She's always at our heel. She doesn't go too far away from us, so she's really attached, particularly to my wife. She's number one between the two of us. Yeah, I mean, just coming home and knowing that we're going to see her always just, makes you feel a little bit of love in your heart.
Yeah. And tell me, what kind of a dog is she and how old is she?
She's primarily Australian cattle dog. And then, we did the genetic testing. So she's like 50% cattle dog, 30% Australian Shepherd, a little bit of Border Collie, and a little bit of Kelpie. Just a little bit of Kelpie.
And is there anything else that you want to tell us about Alice? And I would like to know, one final thing is, what's one of your favorite things about her?
My favorite thing about her, I think, is that when the alarm goes off in the morning, she knows it's okay to jump up, and she jumps up and snuggles us in the bed.
Oh, and she doesn't do that ahead of time. So
she only comes up when she knows it's time. and she's just, yeah, she's so well behaved that that's probably my favorite thing about her.
Okay, thank you. It's so nice to
Yep,
meet you,
nice to
Joe
meet you
and
too.
Alice, and thanks for being on the Tell Me About Your Dog show.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Tell me about your dog. Hi, I'm Mary Keydash with the Tell Me About Your Dog show, and I'm so happy to be here with Sue. Hi, Sue.
Hi.
So you have two very beautiful dogs with you, and one of which is huge. Can you tell us about this dog?
His name is Nelson, and he's a Malamute,
Mm-hmm.
and he is very, very social and loves children. And he's a great pet.
That is wonderful. I can't imagine how much he eats.
He does. Actually, Pearl,
And this is Pearl.
this is Pearl,
Okay.
and she eats more than Nelson.
No kidding. What do you feed these beautiful dogs?
I feed them kibble and chicken tenders.
Chicken tenders that you make them?
Well, I get them at Trader Joe's.
Okay. Let's talk about the size of this dog. I mean, he's so huge, and you said he loves children, but is anybody ever afraid of him because he's so big?
Some people are, but he kind of breaks the fear that people have. He comes up to people and he's very affectionate towards humans, very.
Uh-huh.
And it kind of breaks the ice for other people. So it's really nice that I have an animal like this.
Nice. Well, I've been reflecting on the phrase dog is love, and I wondered how you feel about that and how these two dogs might exhibit that phrase.
I think it's excellent. It's a perfect phrase. Dogs are love. Absolutely.
And in what ways does Nelson and Pearl exhibit that?
Just a minute.
We interrupt this program because there's a beautiful dog walking by that everybody's interested in and not us. Anyway, back to you.
They are the epitome of love that gives to a human being. Human beings don't give out love like an animal can do to a human.
Mm-hmm.
It's unconditional no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about all I can say about love in a dog.
Well, I understand that from a book I'm reading by a man named Clive Wynne, and his book is actually titled Dog is Love. And he's done some experiments when dogs are deprived of human contact and food, and then he reintroduces the food and the human, and they'll go right to their human.
That's true. That is true.
And that's amazing to me for an animal to be hungry but would prefer to be with their human.
That's true. You're right. Yes.
So I also have another question since these dogs are so big. You must have to walk them a lot.
Every day, 7 days a week, religiously. A lot of walking, at least 2.5, 3 miles a day. Every day.
Wow.
And they love it, and so do I.
Yeah, it keeps you in shape, huh?
Keeps me in shape.
So we know that Nelson is a Malamute. What about Pearl? Let's talk about this beautiful Pearl.
Pearl, come on, girl. Come on. Come on, Pearl. She was in a home, which was a very nice home, but they never let her out of the yard. So when I adopted her, she didn't know anything about the outside or other animals or other human beings, and she is incredible. She's an incredible animal. She's just very loving, affectionate towards me, very playful.
Well, let's talk about how beautiful she is with that coloring, that pearl coloring and the little hues of yellow and gray. Just gorgeous.
Yes, she is.
And look at her big brown eyes. Well, they're so mellow. I'm so happy to meet you three. And I just want to point out, Nelson, you are one big baby boy.
He's a
You
big
are.
boy.
And tell me, how old is Nelson?
Nelson's 7.
And how old is Pearl?
Pearl is 2 years old.
Oh my God, still
Yes.
a puppy. Okay, well, Sue, it's just been our pleasure to talk to you.
Nice talking to you, and thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, and dog is love.
Yes, that's for sure.
Tell me about your dog. Hi, I'm Mary Keydash, and what a thrill it is for me to be here today with Michael, Poppy, and Luna. Hi, Michael.
Hi, how are you? Good morning.
I am great, and this is the Tell Me About Your Dog show. So tell us about your dogs. Why don't we start with Luna?
Luna is 4 years old. She's part pit, part Staffordshire, and part we don't know. We got her from the Petaluma Animal Shelter. And then we got Poppy right here, who will be a year next week. We don't know what Poppy is. Her mom was a golden, dad unknown. A couple of them looked exactly like black labs, but DNA tells us golden, maybe some mastiff, maybe some husky. Definitely a lot of spaz.
Okay,
Who knows?
so
A bit of everything.
so where did you get Luna from?
She came from the Petaluma Animal Shelter. I think she originally came from somewhere up in Lake County.
Okay, and do you call Luna anything else besides Luna?
Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes, that's good. And tell me, what does she like to eat?
They eat everything. She's definitely more food forward than Poppy, but they'll eat a little turkey, a little salmon, some kibble, some dehydrated vegetables, and then whatever we're eating. Apples.
Oh,
Apples and peanut butter are our favorite all-time snack.
is that a dog thing, or they're just, that's what they like?
It's just what they like.
Okay, so we know Luna's Looney Tunes. What about Poppy? What else do you call Poppy?
Let's see, we call her Popster, Popstar, some expletives. She is definitely, we never had any issues with Luna when she was a baby, and Poppy likes to explore the world with her mouth. Let's just say that.
You know, and I also didn't understand something I'm learning about dogs is that they all have such different personalities.
They do, indeed. Poppy is a prankster for sure. Luna's a little bit of an older soul. Still loves to have fun. They're both very active. We'd love to get them out here on the course and ride or run or hike with them. But it was interesting because Luna's personality really started to come out around 2 years old. And then when we got Poppy, I would say it reverted, not reverted, but she's a little bit more quiet, observant, and Poppy is just everywhere all at once.
So you had which one of them first?
Luna.
You had Luna first, and then what inspired you to get another dog?
Well, we moved out to the valley, and with all this incredible open space, and we just wanted to have a buddy for her.
Oh, how nice. That's great. Do you think you'll get another one?
We will not be getting another dog.
Okay. Well, listen, is there anything else you'd like to share about these wonderful creatures besides look at how happy she is.
No, they're super friendly. They bring a ton of joy into our lives. Obviously a lot of work, but yeah, we just love having them and living out here and having the world's largest, most beautiful dog park right out our backyard.
I know, we're so lucky to be here in the San Geronimo Valley. So I have just come across the phrase, dog is love. And I'm reading a book now by a Dr. Clive Wynne called Dog is Love. Do you have any thoughts on that phrase?
Well, our other favorite is God is love. So dog spelled backwards.
Absolutely. What do you suppose that could mean?
Well, they're just full of love, and we love to love them. It's pretty simple.
Well, thank you, Michael. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you as well. Have a great day.
Tell me about your dog. Hi, I'm Mary Keydash, and what a thrill it is for me to be here with my friend Allison in this beautiful San Geronimo Valley. And we're here with Allison and her dog Razzle. Hi, Allison.
Hi, Mary.
So nice to see you here today. So here we are on the Tell Me About Your Dog show. So tell me about your dog.
So her name is Razzle. You want to know how she got it?
I do.
Okay, so I was listening to a Chicago tape, the musical, the theater, and Richard Gere was singing, "Give 'em the old razzle dazzle, razzle dazzle." I'm going, razzle. That's that's a good name, because we had her for about 3 days, couldn't figure it out, tried to name her Guinness because she looks like a glass of poured Guinness beer. She's dark with tan markings, and that's what a Gordon Setter is.
So she's a Gordon Setter.
A Gordon Setter. And Gordon Setters are black with tan on their feet, tan on their butt, and tan on their cheeks.
And how long have you had her?
She's 3 years old.
Okay, and her name is Razzle, but do you call her anything else?
Boo Boo.
Boo Boo.
We call her many other names depending upon the time of what she's doing. Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And what do you feed her? What does she like to eat?
She's not a big chow hound, which is, if you look at her, she is pretty thin. She's pretty thin. We feed her a good dry dog food that we get at Pet Cottage in San Anselmo, and a little bit of Dr. Marty's freeze-dried food, some turkey jerky, some really good canned food. But she just she didn't eat any breakfast this morning. She didn't, I don't feel like it.
So she's just thin by nature. That's how she is. And
She runs and runs and runs.
I have been reflecting on the phrase, dog is love. Can you respond to that phrase in any way you'd like?
That's what they do. It's just that cliche, unconditional love. Oh boy.
We're interrupting this program for some horses walking by. And once again, this is Tell Me About Your Dog, and maybe soon in the future we'll do Tell Me About Your Horse. Bye-bye. Alice and I were reflecting on the phrase, dog is love.
So, yeah, that cliche, unconditional love. They're so happy to see you. They just love you no matter what happens. And that's why she's so much fun. She's a happy dog. She knows we love her. She loves us.
Well, Allison, what else might we want to know about this beautiful dog, Razzle? Hi, Razzle.
Well, she loves to run, and she just will take off down the meadow of the fairway and run. If it was a sunny day and there were birds flying, she chases shadows. So take her to the beach, and she will watch. She will watch the seagulls coming, and she knows they're going to make a shadow, and as soon as they pass her, the shadow, and then off she goes down the beach, chasing the shadows. She just wants to run. She just runs. Yeah.
Razzle, you're a bird lover. Yeah. Well, Allison, what a joy it has been to talk to you.
It was nice to talk to you,
And
Mary.
to meet Razzle.
Thanks for your interest
Yes,
in dogs. I
indeed.
can hardly wait to see you at the show.
Yes, we'll see
then
you
go
on
home.
TV, on Marin TV.
Okay.
All right.
Terrific.
Thank
Good. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Tell me about your dog.
I wish Stacy would come. Is that Stacy? Stacy's here! Yay! Hi, I'm Mary Keydash with the Tell Me About Your Dog show, and I'm so happy to be here with Stacy and Bandit. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Oh, I'm so happy you're here. So I met Stacy walking around the neighborhood, and I fell in love with Bandit right away because Bandit is as adorable as the day is long. So how did you meet Bandit?
Well, Bandit is 3 years old, and we actually just found her on Craigslist and picked her up in Mill Valley. And she was part of a litter of, I think, 5 other dogs. And we were told she's part Chihuahua, Spaniel, and Rat Terrier.
Tell me, when you got her, was her name Bandit?
No, we had a really hard time picking out a name for Bandit, but my mom suggested the name since she's got kind of this mask, and we thought it was perfect for her, so she's
Yeah.
Bandit.
Yeah, and so are there any other names you give Bandit besides Bandit?
My husband calls her Poujous.
Okay.
That's about it, though, so
Poujous.
yeah.
Okay.
But she's fun. She's got a lot of energy, so.
Yeah, and what kinds of things does she eat?
We feed her kibble and raw beef and, the occasional carrot here and there, apples. But she loves to eat just about anything she can find on the street. And sometimes that's not so good.
Uh-huh.
One time we think she ate some gummies.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that she found in the park, and she was a puppy, and she got really wobbly, and we thought, oh no, what's going on? And the vet said that that happens. People drop their gummies, and the pets eat them up. And
Oh
it's
dear.
very toxic.
Oh my goodness.
But-
Does Bandit like to do any tricks?
Um, she doesn't. She's
Okay.
kind of a spaz. She likes to bark and chase the deer and the squirrels in the backyard. That's about all she does.
I don't know how you can stop adoring that face. What a face she has. So cute.
Thank you. We like her. She's fun.
Sure do. And so no tricks. She just stands around being adorable. That's
Yep.
all she's going to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And so Stacy, this show we've been reflecting on the phrase "dog is love." Can you
Aw.
respond to that in any way in regard to Bandit?
Well, she's definitely become a part of our family over the last 3 years, and she sleeps with us, and she protects us, and gives us a lot of joy, and keeps us on our toes. So she's definitely love in that sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being on the show. Take care, Stacy.
Okay, bye.
Tell me about your dog. Hi, I'm Mary Keydash, and welcome to the Tell Me About Your Dog show. And I'm so happy to be here with my dear, sweet, darling friend Kelly and her beautiful dog. And you can tell me the name.
Keyvive.
Okay, and Keyvive, how do you spell it, and how did you come up with that name?
Well, it's Quivive, and I saw it in a movie, and it was a protest cry down in San Francisco when the police were coming, and it means lookout. It's a lookout.
Uh-huh.
And she is a very good lookout. She sees coyotes and mountain lions and all kinds of things on our property and lets us know when things are in the yard and they're not supposed to be.
Oh my God. So what else do you call Keyvive besides Keyvive?
She has a lot of names. But most people just call her Kiwi because it's easier.
Yeah.
Kiwi, Kiwi, baby girl.
Yeah, and I go with
Fiji.
Q sometimes because I
Q.
constantly forget what her name is. So I have the privilege of knowing what an amazing chef you are. So what do you feed Keyvive?
Well, Kiviv is on a special diet because she has an enzyme deficiency. And so she's allergic to chicken and she doesn't process her food. So she has to have an enzyme that goes in her food. So she's on a special diet and she gets pumpkin and she gets cottage cheese and some Badlands food, which is a nice freeze-dried beef. And she gets that twice a day, and you have to hydrate it and let it sit for 15 minutes so her body can accept it. Because if you don't, the enzymes will activate inside her body and in her mouth and will cause problems.
And did you find that out the hard way?
We did. We had about 3 months of problems, but then we were able to work it out. So I'm thankful because she's
Wow.
got all her energy back.
Yeah, was it hard to figure that out?
Our vet was really helpful, and we read a lot of articles. So, and a lot of online. We went in a couple of rabbit holes, but in general, we did good, and we feel like she's been great for the last year. Haven't had any problems.
Uh-huh. Okay, so let's talk about what kind of a dog she is.
Keyvive is a cowboy corgi, which is a corgi and a Queensland heeler. And so she's got the patience of a corgi. She'll sit and wait, but she's also got the stamina of a cattle dog. So she can hike 6, 7, 8 miles and no problem.
Wow.
Swim, and she likes to play in the creek. Yeah.
Today on the show, we're talking about the phrase "dog is love."
Definitely.
Can you speak to that?
Definitely. She is a total love bug. She's not allowed in our room, but we have a guest room which has a guest bed, and anybody who stays overnight is happy because she gets to sleep in there on the bed. So she gives everybody love. She's incredibly, she should be a therapy dog. She should be a service dog for sure. But I think she does that without the vest. So, Yeah,
She's so beautiful.
she's a good girl. I'm really lucky.
And how old is she?
She is 3. Her birthday is 4th of July.
Okay, so what else? Does she do tricks or does she just sit around and be beautiful?
No, she does. Well, the best trick she does is that she comes when I call her. She fetches. She doesn't chase cats. She's really good with our cats, and yeah, she's just a really good company. I think that's the best thing.
I happen to know that Keyvive has been a star on the Tell Me About Your Dog show in the segment of dogs and cars. She seems to really enjoy being in a car.
That is definitely a shotgun. She says shoddy as soon as we get in there, and she likes hanging out the window a little bit, not too far. And yeah, she loves to go for car rides. That's her favorite. I just say load up and away we go.
Yeah, look how beautiful her coloring is. She's so pretty with the tans and the darkness and the white splashes. She's just a beauty.
Thank you. She's a very patient girl.
Is there anything else we need to know about this precious angel?
No, she's just a good girl.
She's just a good girl. Well, Kelly,
Thanks, Mary.
I love talking to you, and
Thank
thanks for
you.
being on the show.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you. May many more
Okay.
dogs come down the path.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Bye-bye.